When a franchisee runs into losses, the franchisor often distances themselves. When it starts making good profits, they sometimes take over and convert into a company-owned outlet. How do you address this fear among potential franchisees, and what makes your model different?
What I've understood is, first, if you do not understand the business, don't franchise it. That's how I build the business. So if you are not able to make money, then don't give it to someone else. I feel that is cheating. If I'm able to make money and I'm able to expand in the same industry, then I would also like to expand into territories where I'm not able to expand myself on my own. That is how I look at the business. A lot of people say, Anna, why don't you give me a Sultan's biryani or some other restaurant like Jonas? And I always tell them it's very tough business. You have to count the number of tomatoes and onions in the morning. You have to count the number of fish pieces in the morning. It's a very tough business. You're looking at a fight for 5 to 6% margin in all months, and there are 4 months like Puratasi, Adi, Kartike, and other months like rain months, which you might not make money, and these are vegetarian months, all the other 4 months. So, but when it comes to Slam Gym or any service industry like Tony and Guy, if the franchisee is not doing well, what we have understood is predominantly the mistake is from the franchisee side of not following the norms. The business is so flexible and so the margins are so high that if you are making a loss, the location can also be a big factor, but that is, I would consider, less than 1 to 2%. 98% is the fact that you do not know how to retain your staff, how to upsell, or possibly something to do with the technicalities of the business rather than anything else. One thing I've understood is, unless you sit and run the business, nothing is going to run. So it all comes from how good a businessman you are rather than what we are trying to sell you. So what I do is I just give you knowledge transfer. What I'm doing, I teach you what I do. If you're able to run it, well and good. If you're not able to run it, we would rather find a suitable franchise partner who's able to run it and try to convince him to sell it back to them.